today's QuickTaku, I've taken over to enlighten you all on a personal favourite show of mine. So, here are 10 interesting facts that you may not know about Free. Free came into being after a certain man by the name of Koji Oji, the creator of Free, produced a light novel by the name of High Speed. Kyoto Animation stumbled upon his work once it was entered into the second Kyoto Animation Award contest back in 2011, and it won an honourable mention, and a few years later in 2013 was published by KyoAni themselves. In a popularity poll named The Free Character Japanese Fans Want to Spend Valentine's Day With, Japanese fans, both boys and girls, were asked out of the Free boys who would they want to spend their time with. Over 1,000 took part in this survey, and the results went as follows. 5th, Nagisa with 84 votes, 4th, Rei 143 votes, 3rd, Haru with 184 votes, 2nd, Rin with 243 votes, and finally in first place with 581 votes was Makoto. The whole idea of making Free a reality was after a splash image was released for a new project for KyoAni back in 2012, and was soon produced into a fully animated TV commercial in the March of 2013. This was very well received by the public, and soon went viral with fans around the world dubbing it the swimming anime. This soon escalated into many online petitions to the studio, asking them to turn it into a real series, and eventually the fans got what they wanted. When the director, Hiroko Utsumi, was asked about what themes the show would go by, she answered the following: swimming, friendships, and torsos. Well, can't really argue with that. The heights of all the main characters goes as follows from tallest to shortest. Makoto at 6 foot, Rin and Rei at 5'10", Haru at 5'9", then Nagisa being the shortest at 5'6". Yet all of them are still taller than my 5'3" little self. In some drawings and concept art right at the beginning of production, the character Makoto was depicted wearing glasses, and the character Rei had multiple hairstyles that were all completely different. And it's not only the boys that had small differences in their first drawings. Rin's younger sister Go initially had short hair rather than it being long. In another interview with the director of the show, Hiroko Utsumi, they talked about how the original material was about the characters when they were in their younger years. So she was asked, how did she come up with the characters in their older forms? And this is what she said. Although the original story was set in primary school, if I were to show this in an animation, I feel like creating cool high school students as compared to primary school students, so I changed it. Utsumi then continued to say, this series does not show the so-called fighting spirit usually featured in sports anime. I decided that it was more important to show a teenage drama where friendships were formed through swimming. From there, I created the 5 characters. Both ending songs in both seasons of the anime were performed by a band named the Cell 5, all better known as the 5 main hotties in the show. The first ending, Splash Free, sold over 47,646 copies. And on top of that, the voice actors for each of the characters did their own character song singles, and sold over a whopping 149,456 copies. Going back to the topic of Makoto wearing glasses in one of the concept arts, in another interview, this time with the character designer Futoshi Nishia, who was also the illustrator for the High Speed light novel, he was asked if he had drawn anything that wasn't in the model sheets. He replied, probably Makoto who was wearing glasses. There was only one appearance in the end cards. However, he was sneaky and didn't give up hope with the Makoto glasses, and managed to squeeze a shot of Makoto in the last episode of the 2nd season, studying in university with, you guessed it, a pair of specs on his face. Starting Days, the Free movie, came out in the December of 2015, and before the release of the movie came an interesting interview with one of the movie's producers, Shinichiro Hata, who when asked how the movie linked into the Free series and the story that had already been created, Hata replied, junior high school is a pure, bright time. I think the idea of junior high school students having a sense of immaturity in a good way is the main point. Hata then went on to say, the subtitle of this film is Free Starting Days, and as the name suggests, this is a story that is connected to the world of Free. This film is about the high school students in their younger years, capturing an important experience from their time as junior high school students. He also said, please try and feel this connection to the world of Free, as being the character's starting point for the future. So there you have it, 10 interesting facts that you may not have known about Free. And if this has not been enough, then there is a full review of the second season on my channel, that if maybe you're thinking about giving it a try, then please go ahead and watch that video and hopefully it will show you Free in a different light. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more QuickTaku videos, and we'll see you in the next one.